Hey, YouTube, how's it going? This is Cubs Life back again with another informative tutorial on what to do about all these weeds. And a lot of people try to take care of them and plant grass seed all in the same season, but it's a little more trickier than that. What I like to do is I'll mow it super short, take this dethatcher, I'll run it up and down the yard, and what that's going to do is this crabgrass that is just kind of laying down that the lawnmower is not going to touch. We'll take that, it'll rip it all out, and it'll leave more of an area to actually plant grass, because weeds don't really like too much competition. So if you have a nice thick lawn, kind of like back here, my lawn is super thick, so the weeds are not able to grow in these areas. So what I'm left with is just all nice thick grass. But once you get over to here, where a lot of the grass has died off, the weeds are just coming in and just filling those voids. And the way these things really spread is all the plants grow thousands and thousands of seeds on them. And basically, you cut, the weeds gone, but now all those seeds are spread around, waiting to germinate. So what I like to do is I'll mow it short, rip everything up, get rid of all the weeds, lay a nice pre-emergent down. Probably, I just plant it over there. I don't want anything to spread over into that area. So I'll probably start tearing all the weeds up now, and then maybe in a week or so, once that's more established, I'll lay down a nice pre-emergent. Not 100% sure which route I'll go. I'll just throw something in a sprayer, come back here and spray the yard. And then after that's done, I'll wait till spring, lay down another dose of pre-emergent, prevent anything from growing in the spring. And then what I'll do is any weeds that I do find in the summer, I'll spray the whole yard down with some weed killer, kill all those. And then by the time fall comes around next year, it'll be perfect area to lay all my seed down, and it will take off. And then I'll get this nice thick sod going on, and the weeds will not come into this area. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to mow super short. Nice little trick that I learned from somebody that I used in my front yard is I set these rear wheels all the way down in the back. That way the blades are at that height for the final cut. And then I left the front of the lawnmower, left it up as high as possible. That way there's actually airflow that goes in there. It's able to kick out all the grass, get more suction in there. It won't bog out and die. All right, now that the mowing part's done for this area, time to detach. All right, I finally got it all done. I was gonna get it all on camera, but unfortunately, from the sun beating down on my camera for a couple hours, it got too hot and didn't want to record anymore. But what I did was dethatched in one direction, then I mowed again, dethatched in the other direction, and then did the final dethatch in the opposite direction. And just from this little area, I was able to get that much grass with the Sun Joe. That's a pretty big pile for such a little area. I mean, granted, a lot of this stuff was weeds and a lot of it has gotten ripped up, but it's still a huge pile of grass. Now the next step, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be laying down a pre-emergent in this area. It will prevent any weeds from growing, and the weeds that are still here, they'll grow up, but a lot of the stuff that's still here is crabgrass. That's all going to die off in the winter. And I'm going to be laying down a nice dose of pre-emergent again in the summertime or the springtime, so I'll be able to prevent any weeds from growing. But the weeds that do survive the winter and are still here, what I'm going to do is in the summertime lay down a nice dose of the Spectracide, and that will take care of anything that's alive. And then a few months after that, maybe 3 months after that, in the end of August, I'll be overseeding this back area, and then I'll be able to fill in all these bare spots. And with everything being healthy and thick, a lot of these weeds won't be able to grow anymore. If you find value in this video, please like and then subscribe to my channel. That way you get notified when I have an update on this area back here, exactly what taking all these weeds up and laying down a pre-emergent will do.